Alright, here we are. Welcome. Welcome to the world of Cubriel. Here in in Blockfall. Alright, look. So visually, I actually like the overall visuals of Minecraft. Also, the music, I do like it, but the music should just be background. It should purely be background just to kind of, to fill the air a little bit. So I toned that down. Oh, look over there. I sees a dragon. I sees a dragon in the distance. So, okay. First things first, got my character here, which I went with Doubleless. Because it was on my mind. Our Horizon XI character. Yeah, why not? It's our blue-haired Doubleless. And yes, because of Minecraft Comes Alive, female Minecraft characters, they do in fact have they have chest cubes. They do in fact have chest cubes. And no, I didn't draw the skin myself. This is part of Minecraft Comes Alive. So these are villagers, all right? So all of these guys are villagers.
Hi.
Yeah. So Minecraft Comes Alive, it basically overhauls villages, but it also allows, you are a part of that. So the skin that I'm using right now is also just it's one of the skins that villagers can have. I think if I were to type it in, I could even show it. It's like MCA edit. Or editor, maybe. I'm not sure the exact command. MCA editor. Yeah, there we go. So when you start up a new world with Minecraft Comes Alive installed, this is what you get. So you make your character, you choose male, female, male, female, the model, and we're using the same exact models as the villagers. And then you can edit it's like a proper game, right? You can edit the skin color, all kinds of things about the character. You can select the clothing, you can select the hair, the color, and the genetics. So that is one thing that Minecraft Comes Alive does is not only are the villagers actual characters now, and you are part of that, but they have genetics. They've got they got all kinds of genetics. And yes, that means that when the villagers breed, they pass down traits. And yes, homosexual and bisexual are traits. Yes, they are. Yeah, I know, Elder Scrolls 6 looking great. Looking great. Also, Vexus, I think I've said multiple times that I do like Minecraft. I really do. Because honestly, Minecraft does it borders into what I like about, RPGs, and also that thing is getting a little close. It's getting a little close. I don't think that's a full-on dragon. I think that's it's basically the equivalent of a cliff racer. But it's getting much closer. I don't like that. All right. So anyway, we're in a nice little village here. Give me a moment. Oh no, it's raining. Hold up, let me get in here. I just don't want to be out in the line of sight of that thing. Alright, so let's see. I have nothing, okay? I got nothing. Also, I guess hold up, let me just check something. I feel like I might have made the music a little too quiet now because the environmental audio really does overpower it. Let me, oh look, Igor and Monica, they married. There you go, see, the villagers do their own thing now. But, yeah, real quick, let me just check something with my sound. Let's see, that looks good. I don't know. I think the environmental audio, I hope the game is at a good level, but I think the music does really get overpowered by the environment, so I'll crank it up a little bit. Alright, so what are we gonna do? Well, mainly I just wanted to test out my mods and make sure they all work properly. But, you know, let's actually play Minecraft too. So, yeah, we started in a village, and I guess, you know, you can go into what is different with my game. Like, what will make this a little unique. And I mean, one thing you might notice is the draw distance, which is, it's a humble thing, but like, yeah, look, you can see the mountains over there, and if I could get on a good vantage point, you could really see just how far I can see. And that's because of a nice Distant Horizons mod. So I can see like 256 chunks in every direction. I could go higher than that, but I like my computer to not melt. So yeah, like, if I could get any higher up, like, you would see that I have, like, you can really see into the distance, right? And that's kind of important for immersion. Like, even, like, look, even in Daggerfall, you can see the mountains and stuff in the distance, right? Minecraft is normally way too limited on the draw distance. Alright, so, okay, right. Huh. Well, that's interesting. How did that even get there? How? I have no idea how. Alright. So, okay, we gotta do the Minecraft thing. Punch a tree. Oh, also? Oh god. I have a dodge roll, but unfortunately it looks like my binds, yeah, look. I have another thing bound to that. We gotta fix that. We gotta fix that real quick. Hold up. Let me, oh boy. Ooh, when there's a lot going on... Yeah, like, ooh, when there's a lot going on, my PC can feel it. Let me just fix something real quick. So I'm not sure why. I had bound this to a different key, but I have a dodge roll. I've revamped combat to be a little more RPG heavy, and yeah, I have a dodge roll now, but it looks like, yeah, it looks like that is, oh god, that is also bound to... It's bound to the spell wheel, which is, yeah, we need to get rid of that. The command screen. So, yeah, we need to fix that real quick. So I guess the first thing we're going to be doing is just fixing my binds. Because I have so many mods that open their own menus and stuff that, like, yeah, we gotta change that. Okay. So some of these, it's okay. Some of these, it's perfectly fine for them to be, to share a command. But the open command screen, no, that's gotta be changed. The spell wheel, that's also gotta be changed. So the spell wheel, how about Q? Yeah, there we go. So, or no, it can't be Q. Let's treat it like Daggerfall, actually. So the spell wheel can be backspace, and then to cast the selected spell, that can be Q. So that's literally the same as Daggerfall. Alright, so we do that, and then, okay, then there's something else bound to R that we really need to change. Yeah, the recruits, we can put that over on, I don't know, that one, like, the plus key, right? Yeah. And that's not something I'm gonna use very often, so it can be on a different, like a totally different thing. Alright, so now, yeah, now we can dodge properly. Yeah, so now we have us, oh god. Yeah, now we can dodge roll. Great. Can dodge roll, can run. Perfect. Oh, nice. I mean, here's one thing I've noticed, UL, is that there's a lot of really good mods for Minecraft that just like they've just kind of gone out of date. Like I did see some mods that were quite interesting, but yeah, they were for an even earlier version. I'm using 1.20.1. Like I use that one because most of the mods that I want to use, they're kind of locked to 1.20.1. So that's my frame of reference. That's where I gotta be. But I do know that there's a lot of good ones that are like they just never updated past like I don't know 1.12 or 1.18 stuff like that. Yeah, I gotta. I mean, I'll have to look into that one, see if it's still like if it would work for my version. But I do have quests, but there's specific NPCs that give quests. Alright, so I think there's some nasty stuff over there. I remember when I was just scoping out the world to make sure everything generated right. There's like a dragon nest over that way, so let's not go that way. Also, it's getting dark, and in my game, I have it set so that I cannot rest through the night. Kind of like it's a multiplayer server, no advancing time in your bed, none of that shit. And that's just an immersion thing. That's just, you know, I want to have to deal with the night, alright? But let's go ahead and punch a tree. You know, good old tree punching. So, you might notice the tree looks a little bit different than normal. Let's go ahead and just whack this at the base. Probably gonna take a good while. It's gonna take a lot longer than normal. But there's a reason for that. Also, I hope the audio for everything is good. To me, it sounds like the environmental audio is a little bit overpowering on the music, but it's balancing that is tricky. And I hope it's just overall okay. There we go! There we go. Tree down. Tree down. So yeah, that's something that always bothered the absolute hell out of me with Minecraft. I cannot stand how... Like, I can't stand how trees work in Minecraft. It just bothers me so much that you have to, like, punch out every single individual block of the tree. That... I hate that. So, like, look, not everything has to make sense, obviously, like... Yeah, there's, you know, like, if I were to, like, destroy a layer of a building, you know, it would just be floating. That is more tolerable to me, because that's not something you do very often. But, like... Oh, hey, this is, look, a little kitchen here. This is nice. But, yeah, trees. Trees just get to me. And yeah, I will say, that is something I would like to see. I would love some kind of thing where villagers have ownership of property, and if you just go into their house and rest in their bed, that, you know, they would take issue with that. I would love that. I would absolutely love that kind of thing. I need a house that I can at least stay in that doesn't have like an open window, and where I can plop down a crafting bench. Uh-oh, that's our favorite mob over there, the one that'll just wreck your buildings. You know, a good time. Oh, this doesn't have a proper door. Okay, here we go. This has a proper door. So this is just my house now. All right. This is my house for the moment. And here's what happens when I rest. It does, yeah, see, it fades out. It sets your respawn point, but it does not advance time. So the night is deadly. I don't know. I don't think. So here's the thing, right? Like when it comes to cleanup duty, right? When it comes to cleanup duty in Minecraft, I feel like there is more than enough things that will happen to like with the environment that you don't really need to worry about having trash to clean up. Like there's, you know, every time there's a storm, if a lightning bolt hits a wooden roof, it just destroys the roof, you know? So you got to get in there and patch that up. You know, a creeper explodes, well, you got to patch that hole up. Like there's so many things that can just happen to kind of cause damage that yeah, like that's enough cleanup work for me. But oh, I will say, for a while, I did have a pollution mod because I like Create, right? I love Create. I like making factories and shit, and so the idea of having environmental pollution was really cool, and I played around with it for a while. But the way that they implemented pollution was a little jank, and like ultimately all it really amounted to was that like whenever you have any kind of factory, any kind of automation in that way, you're just cranking out carbon blocks that float up into the atmosphere and then cause damage to the terrain, or cause like polluted water and stuff, and getting rid of it was a bit of a hassle. And I totally get that that's the idea, but it's just the way they implemented it wasn't really doing it for me. But it was a cool idea. Like it was a really cool idea, but I feel like it's a cool pollution is a cool idea that could be done better. Also, I think I might have, like when I was just like zooming around and making sure everything wasn't broken, I think I might have set something in a house. This one right here, this house right here. And oh good, they already, so okay, I am this person's roommate now. I'm just their roommate now. Alright, so let's see. Oh, I is the quiver button. Alright, let's make some proper logs. And I already got sticks too. Oh, look at all them recipes I'm locking. Oh. Right, here we go. So, I could take a quick look at this. When I spawned in with these items, and they're just sort of items that are... Oh, hey there. Also, I should have an environmental audio thing in that gives a bit of reverb and all that, but I'm not seeing it right now, but it might just be the environment we're in. Alright, so look, relationships and you. Jerry the librarian. So this is part of Minecraft Comes Alive. It's basically just a little explainer of some of the systems. So yeah, you gotta build relationships. Oh, you know, find the love of your life if you want. Personalities, yeah, villagers have personalities. Pay close attention to them. You know, some of them like jokes, some like hugs, etc. They have moods. Lots of moods. If a villager dies, then puts them all in a bad mood. Also, taxes give them a bad mood. There is a taxation system with this. There's a lot with Minecraft Comes Alive, but you only need to engage with it as much as you want to engage with it. And then yeah, romance. Ooh. Gifts. Yeah, you can give them gifts. Marriage, divorce. Alright. Let's store that in there. And then there's the the spell book, Iron Spells and Spell Books. That is the system bringing some magic into the game. So like this basically just explains how you get into it, which I have to read this, I'm not sure. So you need to explore the land, find magic structures. You need to find scrolls. That gives you your first taste of magic. They can be consumed to cast the spell they hold. Let's save it, and you can inscribe it into a spell book, or it can be used repeatedly via the inscription table. So that's... And then the inscription table. Okay, so you take a book, some slabs, fence. That's pretty easy. So, okay, then you make that. And then you need a flimsy journal, which is copper string and paper. Ooh. Basic materials. Ooh, wandering magician armor. Ooh. Alright. So yeah, I guess be on the lookout for those, but otherwise, you only need to engage with it as much as you want to engage with it, which I like. That's the way to do it. So I think generally, and this is what I try for with all the mods that I have attached to my game, is I do like the core Minecraft experience, so I don't want to destroy it. That's why I don't completely overhaul everything. We still have that core experience, and that is the baseline, but then there's all these other systems, and all of the systems are not invasive, so if you want to engage with them, you can. If you don't, you don't. But they're not just like, they're not in your face, they don't change the overall flow of things, so if you just want to have vanilla Minecraft fun, you can do that. That's the idea. I mean, yeah, there are dragons and shit out there, but the core experience is preserved, and that's kind of important to me. Alright, so let's see. I got these oak acorns, which I believe those will, like, you plant those and they'll grow into saplings, so like the way trees work is a little different, but still in line with things, I think. Alright, I need some self-defense, which I do have a lot of new recipes, so let's take a look at what I can make here. Oh, there's already so much. So look at wooden halberd. I want to try some of these extra weapons out. So this wooden halberd, you need planks, you need a pole. Okay, so I need to know how to make a pole. So you need sticks and then synthetic or just normal string. You gotta kill spiders for string, so that's gonna be a little tricky. What else we got? A wooden boomerang. A longsword. A rapier. So you need a handle for that. Okay, a handle. You need leather. So okay, so all of these additional weapon types, they kind of require resources that are, you're probably gonna have to kill something to get it. So standard sword for now. Standard sword, standard pick, standard axe. Oh, no. There we go. So let's see, what else? Those are kind of the bare minimum basics that I need. A shovel has its uses, but I don't really need it right now. A hoe is pretty nice. Farming. You gotta get food. And, oh yeah, I'll need torches too, but for that you need some charcoal. Alright. Okay. Night passed, it's a nice day. While there's no villagers around, let me just highlight another thing, the way combat works. So, let's see. Yeah, here we go. So if you're not looking at, if you're looking at the ground, it's like normal. But if you're not looking at anything, as in if you're fighting, then you swing. Combos, yeah. And man, villagers, they love to accidentally get murdered. But yeah, here you go. See, look, you do your swings. Different weapons work a little differently, but yeah, Combat's a little bit more complex in my game, but not a lot more complex. It's just, it's. Oh, there's the dragon. But yeah, it's the combat here. It's a little better than vanilla Minecraft. It's a little plain in the vanilla game, but again, nothing crazy. I think that's kind of at the core of my philosophy with how I've modded my game. Is I'm going for immersion. I want more, like, I want immersion, I want detail, I want the world to feel more alive. But I do not want to, like Minecraft is a good game. I don't want to destroy the original experience. So anything that I do, any modification that I make, it's not like, it's nothing radical. You know, it's all things that you could ignore if you wanted to, and the experience is just Minecraft, and that's what I'm going for. And also, sorry if today is a little disorganized. One, I think I'm a little sick. I feel so congested. And two, yeah, I'm really just testing out all of the mods that I've kind of cobbled together, and I'm just making sure that they all work, right? That the game doesn't crash, at least that it doesn't crash too much. That, you know, that the game is stable, that things, like, I'm just making sure everything works out right. And also, I guess, yeah, like, it's so funny, like, you know, like, Vexus come in and it's like, oh, I didn't picture a Minecrafter, oh, we're pandering to the kids now, but, like, Minecraft is a good game. It's a good game, and I think Minecraft is, honestly, it offers a lot of the things that I like in an immersive RPG experience. It's just, it looks like this, right? But think about it. You could say the same thing for a lot of games I play. Like, oh, that Daggerfall, it's so immersive and everything, but it looks like that, right? You know, all of the characters, all of the monsters, they're all just 2D cardboard cutouts. You could make the same argument that, oh, it looks like that, but you know, it's not all about looks. Alright, so let's see. What do we do in this Minecraft world? Also, that's an airship. Not a functional one. I do have mods that would allow me to build a functional airship that actually, like it's actually a moving thing. But yeah, it's just a dungeon, basically. That's a dungeon. Oh, nice. I mean, you make a good mod pack, and yeah, it's gonna blow up. But like, people like them some Minecraft. It's I made the joke too, like with the stream. It's like, oh man, I need to put on like a Disney children's show host announcer voice and just full on pander to the kids, and oh man, the stream will just explode. But I can't bring myself to do that. Alright, I want to get a little more wood. You can never have enough wood. Oh, also, I guess a brief thing on world generation. So, like, look, the way that Minecraft generates worlds normally, it's fine. But I find that the way Minecraft generates its worlds normally, it leaves a lot to be desired. And what I mean is that the world tends to make zero sense, right? It's hard to really describe exactly, but it's like the way that the world normally works in Minecraft. Like, I think over there I have some jaggy mountains, but that's like the only jaggy mountain I have. But in vanilla Minecraft, you'll get like harsh, jagged edges to everything. Like, you know, you'll have jaggy mountains, then like a few blocks of flat plains, and then jaggy again, and then a ravine, and it's like the terrain is kind of a goddamn mess. So I have a mod that overhauls that generation. So, like, I mean, you kind of look at the way my world looks here, and you know, we have this nice open plain where the village is, and I think there's like an ocean over there. There's a river. There's a river that actually like it feeds out into the ocean and it goes like along that way. And then there's, yeah, see, look, the terrain kind of gently slopes up and then forms into a mountain ridge over there. Like these are real, like these are real geographic features. It just kind of helps to make the world look a little more, you know, natural. Hold up, let me knock this tree out, which I'm not going for the base, but just to show how this works. So it takes a lot longer to chop down trees with this, but it's because when you chop a tree down, it chops from the block you hit upwards, and then yeah, like it you get all the blocks. But yeah, my world that's pretty much what I was going for. Like I was going for more realistic looking generation. But specifically, yeah, I was thinking Daggerfall actually, because I like how the world looks in Daggerfall. It looks very realistic, you know? And okay. Okay. Let me say this. I know a lot of people will chase the dragon when it comes to realism in Minecraft, and they pump the game full of hyper-realistic shaders and shit. To me, that doesn't really do anything. I like the way Minecraft looks. Like, I like this, right? Like, this looks beautiful. I like the way Minecraft looks without any fancy shaders or anything like that. To me, what Minecraft needs is more in the details, right? Like, you might notice that there's like a breeze, right? You might notice that, yeah, like there's wind. My world has directional winds that are blowing in like if you look over there, you can kind of see when the wind blows. Yeah, see, when the wind blows, it's blowing the smoke off to the left, right? That is a little touch. It's nothing fancy, but it really adds. It adds to the world, to making it feel more real. Also, my world has seasons. Like, if you wait long enough, I think right now we're probably in the spring, but if you wait long enough, yeah, like it'll get warmer, and then it'll get colder, and then it'll start snowing. Like, yeah, I have seasons. And yeah, there are still, like, because there's so many like villager jobs and stuff, you could totally just, you know, farm and then sell your farmed goods to the villagers that want to buy that kind of stuff. You know, like, yeah, you can make money in this from the villagers, or emeralds. You can make that with relatively vanilla means, actually. It's mainly just that the villagers are more reliable here. Also, I think that's a dungeon over there in the jungle. But I think this might be a quest guy. I think. Also, you can get a nice look at the village over here. God, I love how the wind is blowing the leaves and shit off the side of this hill. I love that. But like, look at that. This is what I want with world generation, right? Like, this generates a more realistic kind of fantasy-esque environment. That's what I wanted. Alright, so I think this is a questman, I think. Maybe? Yeah, here we go. So, let me put my sword away. So, yeah, this guy here... hello, Doublest. You're just in time. My pot is all scratched up. I need a new one to make soup. Can you bring me one cauldron? So, yeah, I could find him a cauldron. Cauldrons need iron, right? I can't... Like, unless I steal one from the village, if they have one, I can't really do this. But I just wanted to show that, like, yeah, I do have quests. There's, like, the way that quests work in my game is that there are NPCs who live in houses separate, like, they're separate from villagers, but they live in their own little houses and stuff, and some of them don't even live in houses, but they have their own location, and yeah, they have various random quests, and they'll just give you a quest. I kind of like that. I like that a little more. Also, I'm gonna steal his bread because I'm hungry. I'm very hungry, alright? Also, hold up, let me check something. Yeah, there we go. I have a third-person animation mod in. It's a little, you know, it's a little dangerous out there, although this is maybe bad, but I kind of want to take one of this guy's lanterns. I know, it's horrible of me, but I want a lantern, okay? Alright. So I think I should be able to equip a lantern as like a curio, I think. Let's see. What is my curio menu? Curios. Ah, it's right there. So yeah, the lantern is a belt item. There you go. Yeah, look at that. I got a hip lantern. I got me a hip lantern, and not only that, but it's actually like it is actually a light source too. So yeah, I have my own little hip lantern light source. That way I don't have to lay torches down everywhere I go. Alright, so I mainly just wanted to like find a safe place that I could, you know, I could huddle in for the night. Ooh, some leather pants. I'm not gonna take that though. I don't need it. Though I could make something with the leather, but we'll get our own leather. All right, we can get our own. All right, I really want to get a good vantage. I want to look around, see the world. So okay, from up here, well, I hope I close the door. I really hope I close the door. Okay, but from up here, like lay of the land, we can see. I did close that. Yeah, I hope the zombie ain't gonna. There aren't gonna be surprises. But okay, so we can see the village. That's great. And yeah, I was talking about it, but you can see the ocean. Like the ocean is off that way, and then you can kind of see the outline of the river that goes along there. And this is a big problem with Minecraft normally. Like the way that worlds generate in Minecraft normally, they really don't have any rhyme or reason to them, and using things like boats is very difficult. Like, boats are kind of worthless in vanilla Minecraft, unless you're sailing the ocean, because rivers, they don't, like rivers generally don't go anywhere in Minecraft. Like, a river might go for like a few chunks, and then it just dead ends, or becomes completely just a mess, unusable. But with my world generation, yeah, like, the terrain makes sense, so that river, like, the river might just taper off and end at like a, you know, a ravine or something, but the river goes somewhere, and it leads out into the ocean. So you can reliably build a boat, and then sail around a good chunk of the world, or, you know, the immediate world, with a boat. It's a little thing, but it matters. Where does this go? Oh, let's see. So, I will say, I know I'm like just kind of slow boating here, right? I'm just kind of like looking around and all that, and we're just talking. And well, that's the style of the stream. But also, I am mainly just making sure that, like, I'm mainly just making sure that the world generates properly and that everything works. So there's a lava pit over there. I did not notice there was lava anywhere. But yeah, I do hope that it's not too out of character that we do this for the stream today. But I don't know, like, I think, let me say this, and I know I am kind of just buying time here, because, you know, I can't advance time, and I don't have enough equipment to really go adventuring in the night. But, like I feel like Minecraft has a lot of potential for what I want in a video game in terms of, yeah, like making it this sort of immersive fantasy sandbox, right? And just for modding in general too, because let's look at some of the other games I enjoy and that I enjoy to mod heavily, like Mountain Blade 2, right? I love that game, but you cannot deny that Mountain Blade 2 is like it breaks even without mods. Like even without mods, the game just has so many critical flaws in it. But when you start modding that game, it's like if there's just one little thing where a mod conflicts with another mod, it bricks your whole save. Like that game is not mod friendly. Like it's a cool game and it is very open and there's a lot you can do with it, but like it does not play nicely with mods. Also, I actually don't mind. Like, I don't mind. Like, no, it's a great idea to disable sleeping in this game. Also, sudden cat. I'll have to feed him in a second. But no, this is like when I have to like do a long travel in Daggerfall, and we have time to talk. That's the value of night. Like nighttime is talk time, but also, like when I have more equipment, right? Like when I have more equipment, when I have a more fortified area. Like if this town was secure, like if this town had a good wall around it and good lighting, I could totally just walk around and do town stuff even at night. Like no, it's incentive. Not being able to just cheat your way out of nighttime, it's incentive to get good. It's basically an incentive for me to, you know, bulk up so that I can tough it out at night, to maybe do some mining, because, you know, then it's whatever, time of day doesn't matter. Or it's an incentive for me to maybe help these villagers, these dumb villagers, to help them out and to build a nice wall around their city, right? Like, I should be building them a wall so that they can keep the monsters out. And probably that, well, it won't do much for that dragon, but, you know, it'll stop the zombies and the creepers. But yeah, like, I just look at it like that, right? Like, it's, not being able to advance time is a feature, not a bug. It's just one of those things. It's like not being able to fast travel in Daggerfall, because when you can fast travel in Daggerfall, you just zip around the world and completely ignore 90% of the content. And it's the same in Minecraft. I have found that if I can just sleep my way through the night, then I literally just never have to deal with monsters. Like, monsters never spawn because there's no nighttime. Night doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, like, I want the night. And for me, yeah, like, disabling the temptation to sleep, that does the trick. Alright, this cat, though, he really wants my attention, and he really wants some food. So, fortunately, the game pauses when I hit the menu. So, give me one moment, I will feed cat, and we'll get back to it. We're not going to go for too long, though, I will say. I was only thinking like a 2-hour stream today. We're already like an hour and 17 minutes in. So we won't go for a crazy long amount of time. But I just wanted to make sure that everything works, and, you know, just, this is a feeler, if you will. A feeler of if you'd like more of this kind of thing. But, alright, let me put the old AFK up, and I will return. Will BRB. One moment. Cat is hungry. Alright, I'm back. Okay. So, okay. Oh man, that's a robot. Like, I will say, like, man, that robot, like, oh, they come in with fire, which is, hey, you know what? That is, that's a little more interesting, but still, yeah, still. Yeah, like the bots come in, they come in negging it up in here. Oh, it's a new tactic, I guess. Oh yeah, oh man, they yeah, like oh yeah, like the ban was at the same time, so they got banned then unbanned. Just double hammer attack. All right. Oh, also another thing, I didn't really mention it, but so like you might notice that normally the cube, the hand, right? Yeah, the hand goes away when it's not like when the hand is empty. When the hand has something in it, it's there, but yeah, if I'm not holding anything, the hand goes down. It doesn't appear. And the same for the crosshair. I hate how Minecraft has this like this big crosshair in the middle at all times. So for me, I only have the crosshair if I'm actually looking at something. Like if I'm actually looking at something, or you know, like if I'm holding a weapon that needs to be aimed, but otherwise, no crosshair. Like these are little things, right? These are super little things, but they're things that bother the hell out of me. All right, so we got some lava pools over there. That's nice. And we have a quest giver. We know there's a quest man over here now. And also his barrels have some apples. I'll take those. Forget what's the yeah, there we go. Just clean him out of his food. His precious food. Oh, yeah, look at that dragon over there. Man, dragons are a motherfucker. So they breathe various elemental things, and they destroy everything. So by default, the dragons from the Ice and Fire mod, they destroy blocks. And that's too much. Like, these dragons are very aggressive, and having them able to destroy blocks is a very bad idea. You do not want them destroying blocks. So I disabled the block destruction, but they still breathe fire, and they still cause a lot of damage. And they still, like, they char the terrain. They, like, dirt blocks turn into, like, black charred blocks when they breathe fire on them. That, and they love eating things. Like, the dragon loves to eat animals. So, yeah, like, it'll just fly around, like, eating all of the villagers' sheep and cows and stuff. Alright, well, oh hey, we got a shield man, a recruit. So yeah, you can hire, yeah, you can hire villagers that have weapons and all that. And yeah, like they level up, they have their own levels. And this replaces the iron golems. So basically you kind of just recruit these guys and put them on village defense. Also, Minecraft comes alive. Some of the villagers will just become, like, guards. Like that one over there. What was that sound? Ah, they're cooking, I think.
Hi.
Yeah, he's a cook. What does he have? Raw bacon and raw chicken cuts. So he'll buy both of those for emeralds. So, okay, cool. Oh yeah, I have a whole, I think it's Farmer's Delight, and then Chef's Delight. And it just adds a bunch of things around the kitchen, basically. Including, you know, chef villagers. I feel like we're really just gonna be like talking about what kinds of mods I have and why my game is different from a vanilla game. That's kind of gonna be most of this today. But I guess I do have a lot, right? I do have a lot of stuff.
Hey.
All right, this one is jobless. Like I'm kind of thinking I might want to let these guys out of their hole because like they can't. They're trapped back there. They can't. Like yeah, they're just trapped. They can't. They can't get out of there. I mean, I guess I could build a gate, right? Like I could build like a fence gate, and we could let them out. You know what? That's project number one, is building fence gates. I'm gonna build gates and not just destroy shit, because in the future, I may want to like, I may want to put like a job block into the little tent, and then put a villager in there and kind of force them to take that job, and then you just have like a villager trader right there. So we may want to utilize that in the future, but right now I want to let them out. So let's make a couple of gates so they can get out of their predicament. We need more. We need more sticks. All right, just make a ton of gates. There we go. So yeah, my first first order of business is just kind of like, yeah, just fix up, patch some things up in the village, right? That's our first order of business. Yeah, look, you're free now. Be free. But if I want to, it's fine. It's fine that it's not the same color. Basically, it's just now if I want to force a villager to like work a stall, I can do that. But yeah, if we keep the gate open, they can leave.
Ouch.
Oh no, I accidentally, oh no. I'm warning you, don't attack our people. Help, oh no, oh god. Stop moving. Like, I can't help it that you just stood there while I was swinging my axe. They're just losing their shit. Where'd they go? Okay.
Hey.
So, talk. I'm thinking of settling here. Yeah, apologize. Well, I'm not really feeling the vibe right now. Can you give me some space? Okay. Yeah, we almost had a halt moment. Yeah, I love this though. Like, yeah, you do get a little bit of like, you get a little bit of forgiveness, It's not just like, oh, you accidentally hit a villager, time to die now. You get a little wiggle room, and you can apologize. And I like that. I really like that. Alright, so I just want to make sure that like every villager who is in one of these little merchant stalls, I just want to make sure they can actually leave. Like, I don't want to, trap them in there like slaves yet. Not yet. Okay, so I think that's all of them. I think they're all free to go now, right? Oh, well, we got one more. There we go, and I don't need any more gates. Let's see, yeah. Oh man, G is bound to a lot of things. We'll have to fix that. I kind of have to fix a lot of my key binds, because there's so many mods that have binds, so I gotta make sure they're not overlapping too hard. Like drop item, but then that's also a lot of other things. That's also the curio menu. the jetpack engine too, which yeah, you can make those with Create. How about C? That should be fine. That should be just fine. So now C, well, it should open the Curios menu. I mean, there it is. There's the Curios menu. Which, what do we have? We have a head, necklace, back, ring, belt, and then spellbook. Okay. And then, yeah, I don't have a spellbook, so... Oh god, this on hardcore? Yeah, like, I guess basically it'd be like a roguelike. Though I just had a really fun idea. So with Minecraft Comes Alive, right? So Minecraft Comes Alive, it makes like genetics a thing, and you know, you could romance, and like you can romance a villager and have kids with them, and they, you know, pass on your genetics. And okay, you know what? For a roguelike, how fun would it be if when you die, you then assume control of your villager kid, right? Like either your spouse or your villager kid, like whoever is left alive in your family, right? That would, like, basically what the original Fable promised but then never did, right? How fun would that be? That's the mod we need. So what's over here? I will admit, I haven't looked around, like I haven't actually looked around the village properly very much. Ooh, I like this house interior. I like it a lot. Let me have a look around. Ooh, wow, they got a nice house here. Yeah, they got a real nice house going on here. Don't mind me. Alright, they got here you'll see the season stuff. Like, look, wheat seeds. So the fertile seasons are summer and autumn. So I'd have to double check like how I have my mods set, but you can set Serene Seasons is the mod that does the weather changing, the season changing. You can set it so that oh, look at that, they have a balcony. Oh, that's cute. They got a little balcony here. But yeah, you can set Serene Seasons so that either crops just do not grow outside of their season, or so that they grow very slowly. I have it set so that they grow very, very slowly. That way you don't run the risk of just absolutely soft lock starving, you know, chain starving in the winter. But growing food is a lot harder. Oh yeah, UL. Honestly, that would be a really fun mod. Like maybe some kind of companion mod for Minecraft Comes Alive. Also, I am really vibing with the fantasy music, the dynamic fantasy music, I might add, that I put in. I like it. Some good sounds. And it really is, like, I'd assume this is dynamic for villages, right? This is village music. It's doing it for me. It's getting me in that block fall mood. Who's this one just standing over here? So okay, you know what? We have a moment, right? So let's look at the villagers here with Minecraft Comes Alive. So first off, they're no longer the weird, you know, the big nose guys. They're like the player. So let's see. This is Ermus. He's jobless. His mood is fine. His personality is lazy. So he's slow and he likes to eat a lot. His trait is diabetes. He's got the beatus. So sugar bad. 0 hearts. So the more you interact, the greater the chance of getting a bad reaction. So basically don't... You know that thing you do in Daggerfall where you just like scream at someone over and over till they tell you what you want? You can't do that with this. If you keep doing the same interactions, it'll just piss them off. So here's their genetics. So yeah, they have genes for well, everything. They're not married, and there's a family. Yeah, look at this. There's a family tree. So here's Hermes. So Hermes, their father is Peter, their mother is Cote. Apparently, they're both dead, though. Yeah, they're both deceased. And then their parents, unknown. So we can talk. So you can get rumors, you can chat, tell jokes, tell a story, hug, flirt, kiss. Oh look, well, look who we have here. A fresh face in our little village. How exciting. So let's talk about rumors. They might... Oh my god. Oh my god! It's so easy to accidentally... No, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Oh, the humanity. I mean, I guess as long as there's no creepers out here, like, okay, look. Let's try to apologize and maybe give them an apple or something. So, yeah, they have -1 hearts right now. So interact, give them a gift. There you go, have some bread. Also, monster! Horrible monster. I have a wooden sword. Yeah, they also run from monsters, too. Alright. Yay, I be a monster hunter. How the hell did he get up there? Like, he jumped up there. This still opens my curios. I gotta sort this out. One moment. God, it's so easy to accidentally just attack people. It's so easy to accidentally hit them. Alright, so like, yeah, for some reason when I hit G, it's opening my curio menu, and it shouldn't anymore. Let me... Inventory, drop select O. G, and then drop selected. Yeah, so then the curio menu, we gotta move that to C. That's what we want to do. Curios, C. C is for curio. I try to keep it nice and simple. Yeah, there we go. Now it all works out. Now it works out. Oh, also, I do have the corpse mod. I do have the corpse mod, and it also even works with some of the villager recruits. Like, if I recruit villagers and they die, they turn into corpses. And then mine colonies. So at some point, it's not going to be today. I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't going to be today, because mine colonies is basically a whole game in and of itself, right? Like, it's a whole simulation strategy management game. Like, it's a whole ass thing. But it's also a system that you only need to get into it if you want to. And I do, but not today. But with mine colonies, like, whenever someone dies in that, they drop a tombstone, and you can loot the tombstone, but it has a limited time. But there's a graveyard that you can build, and if you build the graveyard, then an undertaker will take the tombstone to the graveyard, and that'll preserve it. Like, mine colonies is some crazy shit. Like, it turns this into, like, it turns it into a proper simulation, like a proper colony management simulation strategy game. It's wild. Like, you can even have, you can have the colonists build for you. Like, you build by just plopping down schematics, and then you can even make your own schematics, and then have the villagers build it for you, or the colonists have them build it for you. I saw another zombie. Oh god, why are there people out on the street right now? Like, I would not be out here right now. It's a bad time to be outside. I would just stay in. Oh, this cat. Kind of stuck in a post. He's a little stuck in a post. There he goes. There he goes.
Hello.
He's just flirty and jobless. Do you have Any rumors for me? If there's no rumors, there's no rumors, but... Wait, what is it? Darkness has this enchanting aura, don't you think? It's the perfect time to get lost in each other's company. I think this one is depressed. So let's chat. The air here, it's so clean and fresh. Maybe even better than the taiga, I think.
Hi.
Okay, well, they're at least not depressed anymore. They are personality shy. Oh yeah, I saw that one. I saw the roguelike dungeon mod. I didn't get that one. What I got is I have like multiple just kind of better dungeons type of thing. Like I have mods that they add a bunch of new types of dungeons. I think there might be one, like if you see like a big tower or something, then that's probably one of them. Or that thing over there in the woods. I believe that's one of the dungeons that it's added. But it adds like large dungeon structures with proper layouts, and I also have mods that have redone the vanilla, you know, the strongholds and stuff like that to be like actual dungeons. Nothing overly elaborate, but just making it proper. And oh yeah, I have a mod, which I'm not sure when we'll get around to it, but I have a mod that it allows you, like, it's kind of like you need a lot of stuff to make it work, but I have a mod that allows you to build up like a gateway, and you can load it up with keys for dungeons, and it randomly generates a dungeon dimension for you to go to, and like it's like a sprawling randomly generated dungeon maps with puzzles and traps and boss fights, and it generates like it generates a dimension for each dungeon, and then when you're done with the dungeon, it deletes the dimension. Like, it's a really cool idea, but it's not something you can just get into. Like, you need a lot of shit to actually make the portal for it. I mean, here's the thing. When it comes to Minecraft, there's so many mods that it's like, oh, that's cool, right? I try to stay away from putting too much "oh, that's cool" in my game. Like, I want my world to be consistent, right? I want my world to be consistent. I want it to make sense. I want it to have a theme, a vibe, right? And there can be variations. Like, I know the create engineering stuff, like, yeah, that doesn't necessarily gel with all the fantasy stuff, but it's also not like, it doesn't not gel with it, and it's only there if you want it. Like, if I want to build an industrial factory city, I can do that, but like, I have to make that happen, you know? Like, it's not just, you're not just gonna run across a sci-fi zone in my world. Like, consistency, right? So I try to shy away from too much "that's cool, so I put it in my game." That's my general mod policy for any game I play. I just, you know, first and foremost, let's have everything make sense. Ooh, look at this. See, whenever I see something like this, it's like, oh, I gotta fix it, right? I gotta fix that. That will not stand. What's this? Manuscripts. Ooh. Troll Tusk. Hey, an emerald. But I didn't earn that emerald, so I'm gonna leave it be. Okay, look, it bothers me so much whenever I see, like, you know, terrain that is just, oh, it needs a fixin', right? Needs a good fixin'. So let's see, let's maybe take some dirt from, yeah, like, let's take some dirt from outside the village. And dirt breaks easy, so, you know, I don't need a tool for this specifically. Oh, also, plant some trees. Yeah, pop some acorns down. What's this over here? Is that a hole? It's a hole in the geometry, but it's not too bad. It's not, like, I can overlook that. It's outside of city limits. Alright, so, yeah, I guess my first my first order of business is like just kind of patching up the village and fixing some of the generation errors and stuff like that, right? That's my order of business number one. So I need some dirt blocks. Again, like even in a less modded Minecraft, this is kind of like my first order of business. I love, like, ever since they first put villagers in the game, I love the idea of kind of managing a village in Minecraft, right? Like, ever since they first put them in. Except when they first put them in, villagers were so goddamn basic. But now, with mods and all that, like, you can do a lot with them. And so now, yeah, like, the idea of kind of helping the villagers out and, you know, getting their shit in order, it's actually a pretty fun proposal now, I think. Like, it's something I can get behind, you know? So yeah, like, first things first, like, yeah, let's just kind of, let's get their humble village in working proper order so that everything looks nice. And also, we should probably help them to make their village a little safer too, because right now this is not a safe place to be at night. Like, there's just zombies running all over the place at night. Somebody's gonna get killed. So yeah, I'd like to help them out with that. Oh, I think I'm lagging a little bit. Every now and then, I do have a lot of mods for optimization. Yeah, I have a lot of optimization mods. That's how I can get, like, the super long distance going on. But if my PC stutters a little bit, or it's having a time, then yeah, you'll get like, ooh, what's happening? But I'm currently streaming, and also my PC's like 10 years old, so. Oh man, a Chinese language mod pack for, well, I know why. I mean, I know why Minecraft in general is popular in China, because it's a great way to get around censorship. Like, that's one of those things that people don't really think about, but that's exactly why. Like, Minecraft is great for getting around censorship, because yeah, like, you could have a Minecraft server where you have all, like using the in-game billboards or books or whatever, like, you could just have, like, forbidden texts in Minecraft, you know? You could have all kinds of stuff in Minecraft. So that's kind of a reason why it's popular there, but while people are playing Minecraft anyway, like, yeah, they'll just look at things, they'll check stuff out, you know? Alright, there we go. Terrain fixed. Terrain fixed. Whenever I... Ooh, what the hell is this? Like, okay, so this is the building. But it's just... Ooh. I like the look of this, like... Oh, man. Oh, there's a guy just kind of... It's a ladder that goes Ow. It's a ladder that goes nowhere. Like, I'm not really sure why this would be here in this way. What are you doing up there? Can I knock that out and maybe he'll come down? Nope. So I don't know. He's just kind of up there. Maybe I can get rid of the... Oh god. Maybe I could get rid of the ladder? I was thinking maybe I could get rid of the ladders and then he'd be free to come down. It's fine. It's fine. So who is this guy? Like, does he have a special job or anything? He was just chilling in that building.
Hello.
He's a cleric. So I can trade zombie meat, the rotten flesh, and he'll give me emeralds. But he wants a lot. And then emeralds into redstone dust, which I don't need. What is this? There's like a not sure what's going on with that. I have a compulsion to fix weird terrain issues. Alright. Someone could get trapped in that. Like that slightly too deep 1-block hole. Yeah, that's just asking to get trapped in there. There we go. I like fixing things, what can I say? Also, real quick, let me just check. Pause it and let me just check where we're at for time here, because okay. All right, I only want to go like maybe 20 minutes or more so. Again, today we're just kind of checking things out. But yeah, I don't know. When it comes to Minecraft, I think a lot of people, I think there is a bit of a negative stigma around it. And again, today, we're just checking things out, making sure the game ain't gonna crash. It looks pretty stable so far. I mean, I'll have to actually play more to do more and make sure that I'm not gonna get, like, you know, bad issues. But so far, everything seems to be running okay. Does this person have gray skin? What's going on? No, it's just the how the light hit him. There, Fletcher. But yeah, there's like a stigma around Minecraft, I think, where it's this stigma that, oh, it's Lego game for kids, right? I think I know what a lot of the stigma is from, though. I think Minecraft got a lot of bad stigma early on from a certain type of YouTuber, shall we say. Like, I think anyone who was around, like, maybe, I don't know, what, like 10, it'd be more, right? Like 10, 15 years ago, whatever. I think everyone knows the type of YouTuber that would be screaming like a fool and really pandering hard to, like, small children because they love Minecraft. And hey, it's a good game. But it kind of created a certain vibe around Minecraft, I think. Like, you know what I mean. And I think that vibe, like, it's hard to shake it, you know? Very hard to shake. But yeah, I don't know, Minecraft is like, it is a game that was kind of designed for everyone. And you can do a lot with it. Like, it's good stuff. Also, I really like the layout of some of these villager houses. They're giving me ideas to build my own shit. Like, look at this fire, like, this, I guess, fire pit? I don't know. Like, I love how this is designed. Yeah, it's giving me all kinds of ideas. Alright, but let's see, we got a nice big village here. I've fixed some of the problems with it, like villagers trapped in merchant stalls. So let me think, like, what kind of goals do I have? Like, you know, like, we got a moment, right? We got a moment. Oh, also, this is a create object right here. Yeah, look at that. Mechanical engineering. Yeah, you turn the crank, power the drill, mine the ore. But anyway, so yeah, let me think. Like, what? Okay, so let's talk if we continue, right? Like, if we do more of the Minecraft for the stream, what are my goals, right? What are the goals? Like, what do I want to do? Because I think with any sort of big sandbox, open-ended thing, you got to think about plans, right? Like, what is the plan exactly? and I'm not exactly sure what my plan would be. Not 100% sure. I know that I do want to, like, I like building the cities and stuff with Minecraft, so I definitely want to get into the mine colony stuff and then build up my own little empire in this sort of fantasy block land. And definitely play around, like, I definitely want to play around with Create as well. But, like, that's more of a what I want to do, but not really a goal, right? Not really a full-on goal. So I feel like a full-on goal would be, okay, well, mainly I like to build shit, but also just, like, you know, to see things develop, whether I build it personally or it's mine colony stuff. So I think having a fully functional, like a fully functional large kingdom, if you will, would be the goal. Oh no. Look at that. Kill those monsters. The humanity. The blocky humanity. Alright. So these villagers can take care of themselves. They got a guard. Everybody hide. But yeah, so I guess, like, building up some kind of blocky kingdom. Doubleopolis, we must build it. I guess that's a good goal, but in order to get there, in order to get to that goal, the first order of business would be, I guess the first order of business would be that you need to, like, you need to have a lot of resources in order to make that happen. Like, the thing is, the mine colony stuff is incredibly resource intensive. Like, I mean real resource intensive. You need a lot of resources to get anywhere with mine colonies. And a lot of it is common resources and stuff you can automate, but a lot of it isn't. Like, you just kind of have to really grow out and have a good capability to get resources before you even start in on that stuff. Oh, they could use some support. What's going on? Look at that. Yeah, look, these Minecraft comes alive villagers. They can handle themselves. They can take care of business. Also, let me kick him out of bed. I just want to, like, I want to do the rest so that we don't get, like, those, I forget what they're called, but, you know, the things that fly around at night and are just an extreme hassle. I think this village needs more beds. I think they definitely need more beds, because, like, when there's people just milling around doing nothing at night, that means they don't have a place to go. So I think this village probably has way more people than beds right now. Ooh, they see something. I hope they don't get into it with a creeper, because, you know, then that'll cause damage in the village. But yeah, so I was thinking, like, okay, what can we do? I think a good start, like, I guess I have to start mining, so I'm gonna have to make a mine shaft somewhere. But, like, okay, yeah, you do that. But then, alright, well, like, what does the village need other than minor repairs? What does it need? And I'd say the village needs, it needs some defenses. It needs, like, it needs at least a simple 2-block tall wall around the village. You know, something to keep creepers out, right? So yeah, like, it needs some very basic defense in terms of walls. More lights. Like, if you look around, there's really not enough light sources in this village. Like, the illumination in the village isn't perfect. So yeah, they need more illumination, they need some walls, just fortifying the area would be a good place to start, I think. And once I do that, then the next thing I'd want to do is actually beautify this village a little bit. So like, they already have some dirt roads. That's great. What they could definitely do with is some stairs to make, you know, to make the differences in elevation a little easier to navigate. They could probably, you know, yeah, they could do with more dirt roads, like just kind of, yeah, it's really uneven right now. So fixing that up could be a priority. So yeah, fixing things up, some beautification, but like first things first is making the area safe so that villagers aren't gonna get killed or blown up in the middle of the night. That's a good start for things, I think. Oh yeah, also that dragon needs to. Oh yeah, look, there's the dragon. There's the goddamn dragon. Yeah. So this is a black dragon, and clearly they're not the... Yeah, they're not the fire-breathing type, they're the lightning-breathing type. But yeah, they're pretty rough. They are pretty rough. And if you don't have, like... If you don't have a bow and arrow, you're not really doing a whole lot to it. Oh, I'm hitting it with a chunk of meat. What did the dragon just do? The dragon like zoomed off and did something. Yeah, we're under attack. But like, where did it go? I saw the dragon do something over here, and then it was just gone. Like, did it kill someone, or what did it do? No idea. Yeah, we suddenly Skyrim now. It's great. But yeah, so like I have plans for this village. We definitely need to get rid of the dragon. I think the dragon lives over here. Like I can't do anything about the dragon right now. But yeah, you can see like this right here, this sort of structure, that's a dragon's nest. I mean, hey, let's just go a little further. I don't want to go too much longer. Again, let me just do a quick time check. All right, so I only want to go like maybe 10 minutes longer, but in that time, let's just go beyond the village and like survey the area a little bit. God, I hate holes in the world. So the thing is, no matter what kind of world gen you use, it is a common problem in Minecraft. Like, I think vanilla Minecraft, it's even worse, but yeah, like these sort of holes, right? I mean, they're caves. They're technically just caves, but yeah, these holes are everywhere in Minecraft, and they do serve a function. Like, you can find better mined goods there, but I hate it. I absolutely hate... I hate the random hole to hell in the middle of the map. I hate it. Alright, so yeah, what's this thing? It looks cool, whatever it is. There's some more mountains over there. Watch your step. And there's it looks like, I think that's bamboo over there. I think you can use bamboo to make, I think bamboo only makes sticks, as far as I know. I thought you could make paper out of it, but no, I don't think so. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh god. Oh man. I died real hard there. The hell was that? Alright, well I gotta get my shit back. I had that hip lantern. I want that hip lantern back. But yeah, I was just thinking, like, you know, one thing that always struck me as odd. Oh, also, now that I died, you can see that blue bar. That's my mana bar. That's my mana bar. Alright, where's my body at? So apparently, that is a dungeon of some kind. That is, yeah, we don't want to go there just yet, but I need to get my body back. There's my corpse. Okay, got my items. Quick, get out of there. Oh god, it's still after me. Like, what even is that? Oh, I killed it. Okay. So it didn't have a lot of health, but it yeah, did not have a lot of health. But it hit like a truck. Alright, let me. Oh yeah, it's gotta go on my curios. There we go. I like my hip lantern, okay? I really appreciate having a mobile light source. Yeah, so the dragon doesn't really seem to mind you too much as long as you don't, like, poke it. Yeah, the belt lantern is just, like, I need it. I need that belt lantern. But I wanted to, like, look around a little bit, because there's interesting stuff out in the world, but, yeah, the world is very dangerous in my game. The world is quite dangerous. This village is nice and safe. I need more food. Well, I guess here's the great thing, right? Like, look, you need food. Well, hey, look, the village already has... Yeah, the village already has these nice fields of wheat, right? I'm being very careful with my swings, because it's like, man, I don't want to accidentally murder someone by punching them while I'm trying to harvest wheat. Alright, and then like a good Minecraft neighbor, right? I replant all of the, Oh, what was... No, that's not what you want to do. You want to use this. There we go. So yeah, like a good Minecraft neighbor, I replace all of the, yeah, all of the wheat that I harvest, I just plop it back down. Alright. So I got plenty of wheat to make bread. Or trade it. I guess I could trade it too. And this house right here is just kind of like, you know, because it already has a crafting bench and a nice chest in it. Like, this is just sort of my default base of operations for the moment. Alright, there we go. So I got all the bread I could eat for a little while. So let me think, where would I want to put a mine anyway? Like, I want it to be in a nice, accessible place for me, but not in a place where, like, the villagers are gonna run in and get murdered all the time. Which means I probably want to secure it. So, let's see. I would probably want, like... Well, let's see. We'll use this to make sticks. And then, yeah, let's make, like, a gate. And then a couple of fences. Fences. I don't think I'll need that many fences, but, like, just a couple, right? So now I can use this. A pressure plate. A pressure plate would be a good idea. Like, that's just for my convenience. But, alright, there we go. So with this, I can kind of, like... I can kind of segregate the mine away from the villagers, so they don't go down in there and get lost and die. So see, now we're getting back to the more core Minecraft experience, right? Which again, I like that core Minecraft experience. But I don't know, like, as I think about where I'm gonna put my mine and all of that, it's still weird to me that there's kind of such a, I don't know, like, people are weird about Minecraft when it comes to, like, a lot of people that like super immersive fantasy sandboxes and stuff, like, they are 110% anti-Minecraft, that baby game for babies that streamers and YouTubers scream about all the time. Like, that's all it is to them. But, I mean, like, even, like, and look, my assortment of mods are by no means perfect. I'm sure you get a more focused fantasy survival sandbox in here. But, like, this is my attempt number 1. And I mean, like honestly, this is doing all of the things that I want in something like Daggerfall, right? Like, here we are in a big open world with realistic, you know, days, nights, seasons. There's, you know, there's many a fantasy creature too. There's, yeah, look, there's just villages and towns to explore with, you know, populated with their own host of characters. Like, this very much checks all the boxes. It's just, you know, the people are also boxes. The people themselves are boxes. But I think it hits all the notes for, yeah, like what you would want in a fantasy life sim or just a more sandbox RPG in general, right? Is that a bee box? Like, that's for bees, right? But it doesn't look like they have any bees. Alright, well, let's see. We got a large area here. I feel like, I mean, I don't want to go too far outside. Like, at some point I want to build like a wall around the village. I feel like if I build a wall around the village, I'd maybe want to add some dirt blocks here and kind of cut a wall around the inside here. I don't know. I'd say, like, I don't know, to just because this area is lower to the ground, this might be a... Oh, there's cat things going on over there. But, like, plop a mine down there, or just make, like, so normally when I make a mine in Minecraft, I just make a 1-block hole, and I dig straight down, and I put ladders there, and I know that's the least safe way to do it, but that's how I do it. And I guess technically I could build that anywhere. Like, you don't need a pit or anything for that. Also, ooh, it's storming.
You do know that is pretty dangerous with the caves and hills update, the update that made like these giant caverns.
Yeah,
you can much more. What the fuck?
Oh, it's Skyrim.
You can much more easily fall into a cave that is deep enough for you to fall to your death nowadays.
I know you could also just dig straight down into lava too. Yeah. It's always the risk.
No lava you do here.
Ooh, man, the villagers, oh, they're fighting it. They're going for that dragon. They're actually doing pretty decently. They're kinda...
When the dragon is focused, the tiny, fluffy dragon is hungry.
I fed him just a little bit ago. Like, after I started the stream, so it's not been 2 hours even. Ooh, did they actually kill this thing? Or did the dragon get stuck? Let's see. I think they might have killed it. Yeah, they killed it. Wow. Damn. Look at that. Oh, man. Like, this guy is just like, oh, he's... Stay down. Gotcha. Take that, scum. Intruder. You attack like a little girl. Oh. Stop right there. Stop right here, criminal scum. So I think he killed the dragon. Yeah, he killed it. He killed that dragon. You got lightning dragon flesh. Oh, interesting. Like you carve it. It's like you're carving the dragon. Yeah, look at, ooh, that's interesting. That is very interesting how that works. That is an interesting way to do that. So like when the dragon goes down, you can, yeah, like you can. It's like Monster Hunter where you're carving it up. That's kind of neat. Yeah, clearly this guy, clearly Irvin is the main character. I mean, the thing is, the dragons are only hard because they normally fly around and shoot projectiles at you. But like, if you can get them down on the ground, then yeah, they're not that tough to beat. Oh no, look. Here lies Monica. That's the one I accidentally attacked a while back. Oh man. They dead. So the dragon attack was not without its victims. Look, I can't have a tombstone in the middle of town, alright? just broke that right open. So yeah, like the dragon did claim some victims, but yeah, if you can get a dragon on the ground, then yeah, they're not that bad. It's just getting them on the ground is the thing. Also, goddamn, look at the storming going on. Which, okay, so this mod. So, the weather mod that I have that is doing, like, the wind and rain and all that, so right now I have it set to just be, it's basically just purely aesthetic, but the mod does have the option. Oh, look, someone's running and panicking over here. But yeah, the weather mod does have the option to have like violent storms. Oh god, I keep accidentally attacking. Let me apologize and give them some bread.
Hi.
Yeah, oopsie doodle. So yeah, the weather mod, it can do shit like tornadoes, and it's really cool looking. But I have that all disabled. Here's the thing: there are a lot of mods for Minecraft that do very cool things, but you have to look at how practical it is. Like you take the dragon, right? And you know, in my game, I have it set so that the dragons they cannot destroy blocks. They can char the ground, and they're still very violent, but they don't destroy blocks. And it's the same with storms. Like, you can allow tornadoes and all that, but if you do, the tornadoes are hyper destructive. Like the tornado funnels, they look super cool. Like the whole weather system, super cool, but the tornado, like it just ravages the landscape. Like if a big tornado spawned in the middle of this village, and this is a pretty good sized village, it could potentially level the entire village. A single tornado could take the whole thing out. And that's just too fucking much. Like that is, like, I think everyone could agree that unless you are going for some kind of hyper-violent, ultra-survival simulator, that level of random destruction is too much. Like, it just, you can't plan around that, you know? You can't, like, you can't build anything like that. It would basically force you to live underground. Alright, well, oh, hey, you know what? You know what? Since they took that dragon out, I guess the nest is empty now, right? Right? So, yeah, let me just stuff all this shit in here. I have no idea what to do with all this. Like, I'm sure you could make something nice with it, but yeah, I don't know. See, I get that. I totally get that. I get the opportunity for storytelling. I really do. Like, oh no, my hometown was destroyed and now I have to set out and find another place, or, you know, or I have to rebuild, and I get that. But here's the problem, is that, like, even if you set the rarity to low, it's always, like, ticking that chance. So, like literally, I tried. I really tried to play with like the tornadoes and all that in, and the dragons being destructive. I tried for a little bit to play with that, but like even the dragon, right? And the dragon is less destructive than the tornado. But like, so here's the thing. I booted, like I loaded up a little test, you know, a test world before this one, and I had to abandon it because yeah, the dragon, right? The dragon completely annihilated the whole village, like tore the whole thing block by block. And the thing is that like there's not just one dragon. Like, dragons are just a part of the world, and they're not the only thing that can destroy blocks either. Like, the thing is that like a dragon just spawning and annihilating everything you ever worked for is not very fun, and it's something that can just happen, right? And it can happen over and over again. And it's the same with tornadoes. Like, a tornado, yeah, like it could level a whole town. And if a tornado was a hyper rare occurrence that, like, maybe it never happens even, right? Or maybe it only happens once. But no, like, when I was testing around with it, and this was like, I've had that mod for quite a while, but like, I literally got multiple tornadoes sometimes. Like, the mod is not balanced in any way if you have that on. Like, you can literally have multiple tornadoes at the same time, each one capable of leveling a city. and it just happens. Like, it just happens over and over and over, and you can't accomplish anything like that. Like, the story of, oh, my village was destroyed and now I must do something, that's great. But then, like, if you set out on your quest, and then the moment you start rebuilding the village, right, or the moment you go to a new village, it also gets destroyed by a tornado. Or, you know, you start rebuilding and then, oh, another tornado comes and just levels everything again. Like, I think that's the problem, is when it's so chaotic. That's the main issue, is that level of destruction doesn't work with such a chaotic random thing, unless you are specifically playing for like a world of chaos where anything can happen and nothing is safe. And like, if you're going for like a kind of hyper roguelike sort of thing, then I could kind of see it. But even then, like, it's too chaotic. Oh, so you might have just noticed that what was that? Like, everything just suddenly flashed, right? That would be seasons. So whenever that happens, like whenever the whole world just suddenly reloads, that is the season changing. So the season just changed. I'm not sure I have no idea what season we're in right now. Like, I don't know what season this is. Maybe summer, but yeah, the season changed. Like, it has to do that, because when the seasons change, it's basically like changing the biome and everything. You know, it's like, it's what allows for snow to just suddenly start falling. And UL, literally, when I was playing with the tornadoes, the lowest chance you can give it, which is like 1%, right? 1%, and I was still getting tornadoes, or at the very least like hurricanes, right? Hurricanes, tornadoes, super violent storms that cause lots of damage. They were still happening on a fairly regular basis. Like it was happening too often that you couldn't really reliably build anything up. And again, I think that could work because, okay, to be fair, The destruction, it's only weaker blocks that get destroyed, but what are towns made of, right? Like, towns are made, like, if you want to make a nice looking town, it's gonna have cobble and stone and wood, right? Like, those are the basic building blocks. So unless you want to, like, build your whole town out of obsidian, then yeah, like, it's just not really practical. But like I said, I think that if you were playing a more hardcore survival oriented world, I think it could totally work. Like, okay, let me pitch a scenario. If the vibe you're going for is that, like, you are in an intense survival scenario and, like, everything you do matters, and it's not about building, like, it's not about building up a city, it's not about, like, RPG elements, it's just pure survival, man versus the elements, right? Then I think it could work. Like, if that's the kind of world you're playing in, then I think that sort of chaotic destruction could work. But, like, I don't think it would work in what I'm going for, right? Like, what I'm going for kind of needs for the world to be, to some degree, stable and static, to a degree. Also, Vexus, how you doing? You just lurking along? I know we're Minecrafting, or we're mostly talking about Minecrafting, but I don't know, I hope it's interesting still. I like Minecraft, and I got so goddamn many mods. And I think my Minecraft, like, this fresh world here, I think I got it in a good place. Like, look at this, I love how the wind just changed directions. I could just sit here, just like how I can just look at things in Daggerfall. I could just watch the wind change directions and just watch the smoke from the chimneys, like, just flutter over the village. I could just watch that. I love it. Alright, but we got some food. I mean, we have all the food we need because we can just bum it from the villagers. But, oh look, this guy's cooking it up.
Hi.
Ooh, minced beef and eggs. Oh, so if I can find some chickens, yeah, if I could find some chickens, then I could make him. Yeah, I could get some trades going with him. But all right, I wanted to, like, plop down. I guess we have a little bit. I just didn't want to go too long today, but I still want to go a bit. I just wanted to find a good place to plop a mine down. Oh, next to that quest giver's hut up there, right? That might be a good spot. That might actually be a good spot. But we also need we need a little more wood, I think. Which I think this is where I think these two I planted these, didn't I? Like, I'm pretty sure I planted these saplings a little while ago. And look at that, they're sprouting up. So yeah, this is one of those things that something that I always found lacking in Minecraft. It's the reason I have seasons and stuff. So in Minecraft, I always like, I feel like the world of Minecraft is ripe for more dynamic systems, right? And one of those things, like, other than the weather, right? The weather, the wind, the seasons. Well, another big one is trees. So yeah, I planted those seeds, and the seeds, you can see they're kind of like slowly growing into proper trees. They grow a lot slower than in vanilla, but they're actually growing. Like, that's the big thing, is that the trees actually grow. They start as seeds, and then they sprout, and then, yeah, they take a lot of time, and they slowly grow from little seeds into, like, you know, those young trees over there, and then eventually they become proper big-ass trees. And I mean, that's a pretty... I feel like that is a fairly common sense idea, right? Like, of course, you plant a seed, it grows into a tree, but yeah, in vanilla Minecraft, like, trees just kind of you plant a sapling, and the tree just sprouts up at full size. Like 1 second there's a sapling, and then the next there's just a big ass tree there, right? So I think having trees like you plant little acorns, and then they grow into proper trees. Like I think that's a it's a good idea. I like it. Though I am a little worried about one thing, and that is so mine colonies, right? Mine colonies actually need saplings for some of the buildings. And as far as I can tell, you only get seeds now. So I might want to look into like if there's some options for some of the mods so that I can still get saplings, or if there's another way to get saplings. Like let me check something. So when you have as many mods as I do, you really need some way to kind of search up how to do anything. So yeah, so over here you have a more in-depth, it's like recipes, but it's more in-depth, and it'll kind of tell you how to, how do you acquire anything, right? So like sapling. So oak sapling. So okay, here we go. So you get an oak sapling by combining an oak acorn and a dirt bucket. Or you can automated shapeless crafting. So yeah, that's the same recipe, but it's in an automatic device. Or a sifter. This is mine colonies right here. So if you have a sifter, then they take dirt and string mesh, and they can produce these saplings. But how do you get a dirt bucket? Well, you combine a bucket with dirt, and that gets you a dirt bucket. So yeah, I like that. It's one of those things, like I think, okay. So I've heard some things from people who do like Minecraft. I have heard some things like the idea that, oh, the fun of Minecraft is that it's all so intuitive, and you don't need a recipe book, right? Like you don't need no recipe book. You don't need to know how to make things. You just make things intuitively, right? Like, combine items in the crafting window, and then depending on the order, you'll see what you get, right? And that's how it works, and that's super cool and intuitive, and I get that, and that is a positive, a definite positive of Minecraft. But here's the thing, right? The thing is that for the vanilla game, that works out perfectly fine. But when you start getting into mod territory, that's when things get a little muddy. Because I have, like in my game, right? So there's so many things that there's not really a good way to intuitively know how to make them, or how to get them. Like, let me give an example. You want to make, like, I don't know, like, look, take a cobble, take a stick, cobble on stick gets a lever, like a lever that you can pull. I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? You can kind of see how you go from A to B. And that's how most recipes in Minecraft are. Like, you just assemble things, and then you get something that kind of makes sense based on how you assembled it. And that works for things like a simple lever, a sword, an axe, right? Like it makes sense, and it's easy enough to figure out. But like, let me ask you this: how do you, like, what combination, right? What combination of items in what order would make a nuclear fission reactor? What combination of items would make a steam engine, or a water wheel, or I don't know, like a conveyor belt, or like, that's what I mean. When you get into mod stuff, it's like you're dealing in much more complicated ideas than in vanilla Minecraft. And yeah, like there's really no way to know how the hell to make anything. So you kind of need a simple recipe book where you can just look it up and be like, "Oh, this is what I want to make. This is how I make it. This is how I make the components for what I want to make." You kind of need that. Also, I don't know. You know what? A lot of people would say it's blasphemy how I have trees work in here. But I fucking love it. I love this. This is how... That right there is how I always thought trees should work in Minecraft. And now it does. Also, I'm being shot at from everywhere. I need to get out of here before I die. Quick, plant some trees! Look, no, I still need to plant trees! Okay. Alright, let's get on out of here. I need a house that I can go to and that things can't follow me in. Dodge roll! I have the dodge roll button. Gotta use it. Okay, I think I'm good. Think I'm good. Intruders! It's fine. Did he just destroy one of the crops? I think he did. Well, that's just rude. There we go, let me just fix that. And I don't know, I need food. So yeah, like right now, I'm just kind of helping the village out. Like I'm not even, yeah, like I don't have like the typical Minecraft setup right now. You know, I don't really have a, I have not even started mining. Yeah, like I'm not really doing a lot of the typical Minecraft stuff, but like, yeah, we're just an adventurer helping this small village out. And these people are kind of dumb. They're kind of dumb, and I don't want to call them defenseless because they killed a dragon. That took some effort. But, you know, someone did die in that dragon attack. But, yeah, they don't have the best sense of practicality when it comes to their village. So we're helping out with that. Alright, we're fleshing their village out. We're giving them some better defenses eventually. You know, we're patching up the holes, making it look nicer. And that's a good start. Like that's a good start to things. Look at this. Look at me being a good Samaritan, just kind of just patching up the holes in their little town's road. Huh. I swear I thought I put a little gate there, but I guess I didn't. I guess I just broke the block out and I didn't actually fix it. But you know what feels good to just kind of fix some of these weirdnesses in the terrain. Feels good to get rid of that. There's a lot of weirdness going on in this section. And they've also just got some rocks. Some rocks in the middle of the road. Wooden tools are already kind of on the... Yeah. I was about to say they're on the verge of breaking. Yeah, they broke pretty fucking quick. Pretty damn quick. Alright, so... let's go ahead and craft up what I can. So I do like to have some like raw logs, you know? Having raw logs is a good idea. But the acacia, I think, since we have so much of it, that's what I'm going to turn into wood. And then I'm going to need lots of sticks to make ladders for my mine shaft. And a little more. power. There we go. So I can make, well, yeah, we're gonna go through sticks pretty quickly. So now I'm gonna want ladders. Make as many ladders as I can. There we go. That's enough ladders to go straight to hell. So yeah, that's, alright. That's all the ladders I'll need for a little bit. Okay, let's make some more sticks, and yeah, that's a good start to things. Alright, deposit all of this nonsense. I broke my shovel, so let's make a new one. Alright. Oh wait, I have cobblestone. I have enough cobblestone to make like a proper pick. It begins. The mining and or crafting begins. So there we go. I'll go through the wooden one first, but yeah, I have a proper pick that can actually mine most things now. Alright. And then all this wheat, you'll never not be hungry, so just craft it into bread. Alright. I don't think I need the wood anymore for the moment. Let's put my excess stuff in there. Alright. We're doing good. Oh, I just realized I could, with these 2 cobble blocks, I could make like a proper stone sword. Just replace that entirely. I think just get rid of it too. Just right there, out with the trash. Alright, so we got proper sword. Well, you know, more proper than a wooden one. Looks nicer too, in all of its pixelated glory. And my little blockmen here, yeah, they don't look half bad now. Like, you know, decent weapon. They got the little hip lantern, right? Yeah, looking decent. Looking decent. They're no Daggerfall cardboard cutout, but they're looking alright. But anyway, let's see. I got a little longer than I wanted, and my throat is starting to feel it. I'm a little congested today. But I guess let's have a wrap-up, shall we? Let's have a little wrap-up. So, I don't know. For me, Minecraft, I like it. I've always liked it. You know, I played it since Alpha. Off and on. Like, I leave it for long periods of time. But, the idea of turning my Minecraft into this sort of immersive fantasy sim slash just really a fantasy life simulator, but with other elements to it too. Like fantasy within the context of Minecraft, I guess. Like, this is a fun little project. And I'm very curious to see what we can do with it and where we can take it. And I might want to even add some more mods too. So I think it's safe enough to go outside. More interesting out here. But yeah, I don't know, I've been in the mood to do a little bit of the Minecrafting, and it feels good to get back to it. And now that I got this nice, fresh world with all kinds of untold things to explore and figure out, yeah, like, I'm excited for it. But I don't know if anybody else is down. I know that a lot of people are just, yeah, surprised that I even like Minecraft, even though I know I've said I like it. Or just kind of like, oh no, it's that Minecraft. But yeah, I don't know, it's a game with a lot of potential. I think I like it for the same reason that I like, say, Daggerfall, is it's one of those games that has a ton of potential, and it doesn't, like, without a lot of modding, it doesn't quite achieve that potential, you know? Like vanilla Minecraft on its own is great, so is vanilla Daggerfall. But both things, what they both have in common is that they have a lot of untapped potential. And that untapped potential doesn't really get fully realized until you start dipping into mods and the community kind of patches up some holes, you know? Like that's when things get a little more fully realized. I wonder if that dragon is just permanently dead now. Like, they have nests, but, like, I don't know, are they just dead? I kind of hope they stay dead, because dragons are really destructive and annoying. Like, I don't need a dragon flying in and just eating a villager every day. But, alright. So yeah, I don't know. Wait, what is this now? So the villagers are talking a lot. What's going on here? Huh. You're on the hunt for something cool, right? Funny story. I come across this real gem, and then poof, it vanished from my memory. Can you believe it? Sorry about that. Huh. I stumbled upon the most fascinating spot earlier, but alas, my memory failed me, and I neglected to pinpoint it on my map. My apologies. Oh no, it's a proper storm now. Yeah, when it gets dark like this, it's a proper thunderstorm. And that means lightning and fire, and oh, there's the heavy, yeah, the mist, the heavy rain. But anyway, I think that if I do more of this for the stream, I would definitely like to kind of mix it with Daggerfall, I think. Like, some days we do Daggerfall, some days we do this. That's kind of how I'd like to do it. That's kind of how I'd like to. Like, I don't think I would want to make this my, you know, when I have the time to do a weekend stream, or, you know, a later stream in general, I don't think I'd want to do this. I'd want to do something more one-off, like, you know, like an adventure game or something, right? But this, to me, this screams morning immersion stream to me, right? Get in there. Get in there and immerse. I like this. I like the storm effects. I'm enjoying them. Hope I don't get hit by lightning. But yeah, I think for this one, like, okay, for Daggerfall, I don't play Daggerfall. Like, I don't play my my Daggerfall save. I don't play that on my own time. I don't. I only do that one for the stream. But for this, because of how much there is to do with this, I would probably at least play a little bit on my own. But, like, I'd say probably the majority I do on the stream. That's how I'd play this one. It's just with Minecraft, there's so much to grind or just otherwise more mundane activities. So I do, yeah, a little off, a little on, or mostly on. But anyway, I think leaving it here in the middle of this storm that could potentially just set the rooftops on the village on fire, I think that's a good place to leave it for right now. And yeah, we'll do some more another time. Hopefully I do hope that everyone had fun with it. Like, at the very least, I hope you all had a fun time. Maybe next time we'll work on getting all those dumb kids in the street. Let's really sell out hard. Alright, but till next time, let's get out of here. I'll see you all whenever the next one is. And probably it'll be more, back to Daggerfall. Oh, I guess I should archive this one. Oh, hey, look, it's sunny again. Perfect. We end on a high note. So with that, let's get on out of here.